hopefully this works. What's up, y'all? It's your girl KB, entrepreneur, entertainer, and experience creator, and this is the All Things Creative channel. I have been in the entertainment industry, in the event space for over 20 years now. I am super passionate about helping people who enjoy putting on, throwing, hosting in-person events. Experience is my jam. Literally, in every space that I've been in professionally, experience has been a part of that space. Creating experiences for teenagers in the nonprofit space, creating experiences through music as an artist on a record label, creating experiences through being the DJ for an NBA team for 9 years, creating experiences through my ability to add creative direction to major conferences and conventions. Like, I do experience, I do events, and it's about time that one of these channels on this internet out here talk about it. And so, if you are new to the All Things Creative page, I want to welcome you. My name's KB. Currently, right now, over the last year, most of my work has been concentrated in the space of entrepreneurs, business owners, influencers, people who have audiences who are selling products or services that are seeking to leverage the power of in-person events for their business, their brand, or their platform. And so if that is you in any of those ways, then this space could be really, really great for you, because I'm going to be dropping all kinds of gems on how you can leverage the power of in-person events. Now let's talk about what an in-person event is. An in-person event is where you would call people to gather with you in the flesh. Okay? Like, we're not talking about virtual, we're not talking about online. This is not another digital play. I'm telling you right now, in-person events are what the world needs. Humanity needs in-person events right now. I think we did a great job during the pandemic pivoting, figuring out how are we going to keep our businesses from falling under? How are we going to continue to maintain connection in the context of work, personally, like FaceTime, Zoom calls, all these different webinar platforms. They all just blew up. And what I think has happened is in the last year, people have gotten to the place where they feel more comfortable going back outside. We outside. And so last year, there were more in-person events that there have been in the last handful of years. And let me tell you, the people are ready. People are ready to go to concerts. People are ready to go out to shows. People are ready to gather in person for conferences. The only thing is, I don't think we got any better at doing in-person events than we were before the pandemic. And that's really the unfortunate part. Every major business, brand, influencer, or entrepreneur is going to do at least one in-person event this year. Because in-person events are a proven way. They are the most proven way to scale anything. I know we've had a lot of impact and influence online, virtually, creating these online communities and these Facebook groups and all the things, and I'm not knocking that. I know that a lot of people have really transformed their lives and seen their lives do complete turnarounds as a result of online coaching. But I will probably stand flat-footed on a hill and argue you down about the power of an in-person event that can never be replaced with a virtual experience. I'm not knocking AI, I'm not knocking virtual reality, I'm not knocking all of the technological advancements that we have made as a society. I think it's wonderful. However, all I do know is that the loneliness epidemic is high. Suicide rates, depression, all the stats in the research that talks about how people don't feel like they have strong communities or they have close friends or people that they can trust, like all of that. Where did that come from? It came as a result of us having a very low amount of face-to-face, eye-to-eye, heart-to-heart contact with other humans. Now listen, you can go a whole 24 hours and not actually have to talk to another person. Like, legitimately. You do not actually have to see a human to get your groceries. You legitimately do not have to talk to another human in a 24-hour cycle, and you could have a very, very productive day in the world. It's actually kind of crazy when you think about it. But I'm telling you right now, humanity needs to be called back together to in-person experiences, because we need it. Our souls need it. Our nervous systems need it. Our minds, our hearts, everything. Like, we need it. And so what I am seeking to do here on this page is to give you every single thing that I know about in-person events. Because if we're gonna have them, and if people are going to do them, they might as well be good. And I don't mean just like cute and pretty and stuff. Like, The time together should be amazing. People should feel the most free in those spaces. They should feel seen and heard in those spaces. They should feel celebrated in those spaces, valued in those spaces. They should feel safe in those spaces. But all of that stuff doesn't just come because you picked a date, you picked a venue, and you decorated. Like that's not really how this works. And if you're in the space of products, services, or you're an influencer with an audience and you want to leverage the power of in-person events in 2024, this is probably your best move all year long. To follow this page, to like these videos, and to soak up as much as you possibly can. Oh, hold on one second. You might be saying to yourself, KB, why are you even doing this? Why are you starting this YouTube page? Why are you sharing all this content? What are you trying to sell me on the back end? Well, I mean, if you want to be all up in my situation like that, I'll tell you. I have seen this skill that I have developed over the last 20 years have more influence, impact, and income in the last 7 months than I would say I could measure in a long time. I see something right now that is true for humanity, that has been true for a very long time, but is the most true right now in the history of mankind, and that is the desperate need for deep, meaningful connection. About 6 years ago, I started a platform called Heart Combos, where I was teaching women how to navigate the tension that existed in friendship. That then grew and expanded to teaching people how to have deep, meaningful connection in every aspect of their life. And so I taught people how to navigate those spaces and how to create that experience in their relationships through the 5 conversations worth having. Heart conversations, honest, elephant size, authentic, real, and transparent conversations. But what's really, really cool is all of the work that I did as an influencer, as a blogger, as a content creator in the Heart Combo space has so naturally pivoted to the space that I'm in right now, where I get to create in-person experiences amongst people that is rooted in Heart Combos. People come to these conferences, they go to these workshops, they're a part of these entertainment experiences, and they walk into these spaces that I've created and they're like, something's different. Like, it's not just another event for event's sake. It's not a bunch of people walking into a space and peacocking and acting like they got it together when they really don't. There is a legitimate sense of connection in the space. The content is high level, and there's a community being created to the standard by which I have set in the space, whether it be visually excellent or the interpersonal aspects of the experience have been very well crafted and thought through. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, your girl is doing well. Like, I'm doing really, really well with the clients that I have. I don't actually have space for any more, to be honest. And so my team and I thought, well, what if we could create resources for people to learn how to leverage the power of in-person events so that they can make money at their in-person events, so they can leverage community in the audiences that they're building virtually and call them to a space in person. What if a business could take an offer that they sell online and actually sell it one to many in a room, right? Like, the way that you can scale with in-person events in your business, with your products, with your services, with your programs, I've seen it. Literally, one of our clients most recently just made $8 million at an event that he had for 3 days. 3 days. I'm telling you right now, I just saw an entrepreneur make a call for a workshop that he's doing for about 50 people at $3,000 a pop. That's $150,000 for a 3-day event, right? I just saw another couple that I know, they're about to go on tour with their podcast. What? Podcasts are for listening to people talk in the convenience and comfort of your own home. They're about to leverage the power of in-person events with their podcast. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Literally, y'all, in-person events can be used on so many scales. And what's unfortunate is people hear in-person event and they think conference. Everybody doesn't need to do a conference. Matter of fact, I would talk you out of doing a conference. I would talk you out of hiring me to do your conference before I encourage you to have a conference, because everybody doesn't need to have a conference. But when you say in-person event, everybody thinks I gotta go book a hotel, I gotta go get a production company, I gotta go get some speakers and some lights and a stage and put myself in the middle of it and project, from the stage as this amazing orator to my people. And I'm like, that might not actually be the best idea for you, your business, or your brand. But you wouldn't know that because there's no one out here telling people how to do in-person events successfully, right? Like, there's no one out here giving people the strategy play for in-person events until now. And so I'm excited to walk with you. I'm excited for you to learn from me, from my mistakes, to really just get this YouTube thing going because in person is my jam. I struggle to be online. There's that. Like, here I am trying to create content for online and encourage people to do in-person events, and this is not in person, and it almost feels like an oxymoron. Like, it feels contradictory to me in some ways. But as much as I can connect with you through this platform, I want to encourage you to come off of this platform, come out of this virtual world and the virtual rat race is like what I like to call it. And I want to encourage you to get face to face, eye to eye, and heart to heart with your people, your audience. So that's it for today. That's this page, that's this channel. If you watched thus far to the end of the video, thanks. I think people tell you to like do stuff when you get to the end of it. Do whatever feels good to you. I love y'all. Until next time. Peace.